Hey guys, Rob here. As some of you may have noticed, we're trying to get this channel back up and running. We've already posted up some deck videos the other day. Jason's Yugi deck, my Insect deck, Jason's Yusei deck for that matter as well, and my Marik deck. As well as some reunion videos from the last time I went to Blackpool. Anyway, this video, basically the new Yu-Gi-Oh set's coming out tomorrow, Judgment of the Light, or rather the sneak peek event is taking place. I'm hoping to go along to my local event, and this video is basically what I'm looking forward to from the set, my thoughts on some of those card effects, and what I'm hoping to pick up. This isn't an overview of the entire set, I think it would take far too long to do that, but it's just a couple of little cards I quite like the look of, either because of art or their effects, and, well, fingers crossed. Alright, so the first card I want to talk about from Judgment of the Light is Wilda Prophecy. He's part of the Prophecy archetype, which I'm slowly becoming familiar with. From what I understand, they are very powerful and quite popular cards. But why I like it, it's based on a tarot card, the World Arcana to be specific, and it's always fun to have a boss monster with a powerful effect. If you don't know its effect, I'll let you know now. It's when this card is special summoned by the effect of a spellcaster type monster or a spellbook spell card, you can target 2 spellbook spell cards in your graveyard, add those targets to your hand. You cannot special summon other monsters during the turn you activate this effect, and when you add cards to your hand by this effect, you can reveal 4 spellbook spell cards with different names in your hand, and then destroy all the cards on the field. So right away, by activating its effect to return spellbooks to your hand, you've got half the ammo you need, and you don't even have to discard them, you just reveal. In my opinion, that's really good. Probably can't afford the Prophecy cards right now, but hopefully they'll go down in price, be re-released, and I'll try and put a deck together. Alright, so the second card of the set I'm interested in is Flying C, or Flying G if you want to use the Japanese name. Why I want it, it's an insect, always like insects, quite funny looking, just a bug in a kitchen, so with strange dark aura going on as well. Quite like the series of cards along with Max C, might be tempted to put them in a deck altogether, try and make some sort of anti-synchro, anti-special summoning type of deck. Stops the XYZ or Rickcies, I think they're actually called, monsters from being summoned. Again, been out of the game for a while, so apologies. And its actual effect, I'll get around to that now actually. Better late than never, I guess. When your opponent normal or special summons a monster, except during the damage step, so you can't get it from, say, Pyramid Turtle or Howling Insect, you can special summon this card from your hand to their side of the field in face-up defense position, and the controller of this card cannot Xyz summon. So right away, I think that's pretty cool. I could also creature swap it to them, either in attack or defense position, so I could pop it over in attack position and attack it for a little bit of damage. In my decks, if I was to use Insect Queen, it would power her up, or Insect Princess powers her up as well. I know, pretty terrible cards. A lot of people don't run them anymore. In fact, no one probably runs them any more other than me, but I like them. They're quite cool, and this guy should hopefully help them out. Anyway, moving on. Alright, so for the third card, we've got Masked Chameleon. I've always been a fan of reptiles, snakes mostly, but chameleons are also pretty cool. This guy's actually pretty sought after. He's ultra rare, he's a tuner, and his effect allows him to, well, you can't summon him, you can't normal summon him if you control a level 5 or higher monster. But when it's normal summoned, you can target one monster with 0 defense in your graveyard, and then special summon that target in face-up defense position, and its effects are negated. You cannot special summon any other monsters except from the extra deck during the turn you activate this effect. So pretty much right away you're going to summon it, get a non-tuner monster, do a synchro summon, or overlay it to get a level 4 Xyz monster. Chameleons are cool. 0 defense means it can summon some pretty cool monsters as well, like the Goblin Attack Force series of cards. I believe one strategy I read about was if you summon Fog King, he's got 0 defense, you can get an easy Star Eater, which is one of the big new dragons that's going to be released in this set as well. So hopefully I end up with both of these cards. I think pretty cool combo. Unfortunately, I think I've discovered that this card doesn't work with Verminion, the King of Poisonous Snakes, which is obviously something that I do use, because Verminion actually includes a little line in its text that says this card cannot be special summoned by effect monster effects. So that sucks, but I'm still going to try and get a playset of these, and in ultra rare it's going to look really, really nice. Alright, moving on to something from the extra deck at this point, we've got Master Key Beetle. I know this is probably going to be really hard to get, because I know quite a few people, at least from my locals, are going to try and hunt it out, because it is quite easy to summon. It's only 2 level 4 dark monsters, and hey, there's quite a few level 4 monsters, and there's certainly quite a few level 4 dark monsters that are quite good. But why I want it, it's an insect. It's got a pretty damn strong effect, which is, once per turn, you can detach 1 Xyz material from this card, then target 1 card you control, except this card. While this card is face up on the field, that target cannot be destroyed by card effects. And if this face-up card will be destroyed, you can send one of its targets to the graveyard instead. I believe this does combo with Safe Zone, but again, that's a fairly recent card that I'm not too familiar with, but I've heard some people comment on that. If I was to use it in an insect deck, I'd probably summon it with, well, there's not really a lot of choices. I'd probably summon it with Beatron. I've been trying to get a playset of 3 of those Ultras. With Beatron, you could probably summon this guy right away if you have another one in the graveyard. Summon him, grab another one from the graveyard, that's 2 level 4 dark monsters, bam, you've got your Master Key Beetle. Unfortunately, this guy's probably going to see loads of play in non-insect decks. Would have been nice if they made him 2 level 4 insect monsters, but I guess it depends on what was used in the anime. Anyway, yeah, I'll be looking at this guy. Fingers crossed I'll get one, because I don't think anyone's going to be willing to trade this to me. Alright, moving on, we've got Shapeshifter. Why I want this, it's got nice art. It's an Ultra Trap, although the picture I'm using depicts it as a rare. In the American and European release, it has been bumped up to an Ultra. Always like Ultra rare spells and traps. Its effect is the most important thing, of course. It special summons itself in defense position as a normal monster. So I'm sure there's some pretty nice normal support that it could be used with. It's a Fiend. It's Earth, level 2, attack 0, defense 0. Also counts as a trap card. You can only activate 1 per turn, but it's a tuner. That's the most important thing. So it gives you access to your entire extra deck depending on what you have on the field. This basically, if you run something like a Uriah deck, I don't know if people still run those, even if just for fun, this would allow you to access your extra deck in that, so that's pretty damn cool in my opinion. Yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say. Hopefully manage to get one of these. Alright, the next card is Garbage Eyes Fat Dragon, or its English name, Googly Eyes Drum Dragon, which is nowhere near as good. I want this guy pretty much because he's basically Shit Eyes Dragon. Don't have anything else more to say about it. It's got shit eyes, it's fat, it looks pretty funny, and as the English name suggests, it's got a fucking drum for a belly. That's pretty cool. That's why I want it. Alright, so the last 3 or 4 cards I want to talk about all belong to the new Trap Tricks archetype. Unfortunately, there's only 3 or 4 of these guys, 3 monsters and 1 trap, and the next set after Judgment of the Light doesn't include any of them either, which kind of sucks. Hopefully they won't go the way of the Venoms and have like no support after the initial cards. But anyway, they're all sort of insects and plants, all based around the whole concept of trapping. So you've got a spider, you've got an antlion, and you've got a Venus flytrap. And they're all based on the concept of trap hole cards. So you've got this card, Trap Tricks Atrax. She's unaffected by the effects of hole and trap hole normal trap cards. You can activate hole and trap hole normal trap cards from your hand. Bit of a tongue twister here. And the effects and activations of normal trap cards you control cannot be negated. And she's also got 1800 attack. So pretty much, if I'm going to try and make this deck, I'm going to run 3 of this girl. And I think she combos quite well with the other 2 cards, which I'll move on to next. Alright, continuing on with the Trap Tricks cards, we've got Trap Tricks Mamela, or Mamelio, however you pronounce it. This one's based on an antlion, pretty cool in my opinion. This card's effect is, it's unaffected by the effects of hole and trap hole normal trap cards, so if your opponent activates Bottomless, pretty much says fuck off. When this card is normal summoned, you can add 1 hole or trap hole normal trap card from your deck to your hand. Now, in my opinion, this effect, as well as being incredibly useful for searching stuff out, it also means your opponent, you can start playing mind games with them. You get Bottomless, you put it face down, they're going to be thinking, right, next big thing I summon, there's going to be a Bottomless trap hole waiting. You can also bait them, put something useless face down, they try and destroy a Mystical Space Typhoon, you get the picture. Also, a little bonus, when he's special summoned, you can target one spell or trap card your opponent controls and then destroy that target. So pretty damn versatile. Definitely going to want to pick up a few of this guy. Alright, for the final Traptrix card, we've got Traptrix Ventus. I think that's how it's pronounced. If it's not, just give me a shout and put a comment up and say, Rob, it's wrong, it said this way, and hey, we learn something new every day, don't we? So for this card, it's got 800 attack, 2000 defense, it's level 4. It is a plant, unlike the other two, which are insects. But plants and insects have always had kind of like a relationship in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like Gigaplant being able to summon either of the two. So this continues that. It's unaffected by the effects of Hole and Trap Hole normal trap cards. And to pause for breath here a little. When a Hole or Trap Hole normal trap card is activated, except during the damage step, you can add either one Traptrix monster card from your deck to your hand, except Traptrix Ventus, or you can special summon one Traptrix monster from your deck, except Traptrix Ventus, and you can only use the effect of that once per turn. So pretty powerful. It's going to be searching out quite a lot of stuff from your deck. If you special summon Traptrix Mamela, obviously you've got the spell and trap destruction effect. Special summon him, get yourself a level 4 Xyz monster. Hopefully they'll release an Xyz card for these guys at some point that can get some powerful effect based on trap cards. Maybe when you activate one you draw a card or something. That'd be pretty cool. Really liking these guys. I originally wasn't going to make a deck out of them just because there's not a lot of them at the moment, but sort of looking over the effects I'm thinking actually you can probably just put these guys in an insect deck with some trap cards and get an interesting engine going on. So I'm definitely going to be collecting these and trying to make something out of them, maybe even as early as tomorrow. So I'll give you an update on that. But for now, I've just got one card remaining, and it is also a Traptrix card. Alright, so the final card I want to talk about today is Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare. This guy's pretty good. It has all the Traptrix monsters on it. Its effect is, when a monster your opponent controls that will special summon this turn activates its effect, negate that effect, and if you do, destroy that card. Now obviously this is interesting. If your opponent knows you have this card in your hand or face down, obviously remember with Attrax you can activate cards from the hand that are trap hole cards. They're going to be thinking about activating their effects, or if they have a monster whose effect automatically activates, you can pretty much just activate this guy, destroy it right off. There's no cost, but obviously it has that specific time requirement, and it's only for monsters that will special summon this turn. So the worst comes to worst, you can just basically threaten them with this card, and then they hold off activating that powerful effect till the next turn when you get something else to stop them. So yeah, pretty good. I think it's a super rare. I reckon it's going to look pretty damn nice. I'm going to be trying to get this and the other guys, the other Traptrix cards. They're going to be my main hunt for tomorrow. Just because, again, I'm an insect player, so only new insect cards that have halfway decent effects. And even then, I like insects that are shit as well. I want summon Hercules Beetle in one of my insect decks, and one of my favourite cards for years has been Insect Queen. So you get the picture in terms of my card taste. Pretty damn awful, but hey, I like them and that's what matters, I guess. Anyway, that's all for now. I'll probably post up a video tomorrow saying what I got, so fingers crossed I'll be able to say I got some of these Traptrix cards and some of the cards I've talked about in this video. Anyway, if you've liked this, give it a like, comment, maybe give it any criticism. I think maybe it's gone a little bit too long, I've rambled on a bit too much like now. Anything you want to say, just put it out there and we'll listen, and I'll think about it for the next video. Alright, take care for now guys, I hope you've enjoyed the vid.